Hi folks, I want to go over what I want you to do for class next week because I didn't do this at the end of class yesterday. So here is the prepare for class for next week, and I've got the objectives and the tasks, and our topic next week is on curation. So the first thing I want you to do is find out what curation is, and try out a variety of different curation tools and see what you like, particularly using Evernote. So let's start. I googled curation definition and came up with this one in Wikipedia, and actually it's a pretty good one. So you can read what it says there. But essentially, curation, digital curation, is finding stuff online and gathering it together so that you can keep track of it. That's a non-techie definition of curation. So some people use bookmarks. So for example, I have bookmarks from UMD, and these are all my bookmarks for UMD. But it's not a very good way of curating things because I can't always find them there, and I can't remember which folder they're in. But it's a clunky way of curating. Another way of curating, there are a variety of different tools out there. Evernote is one of my favorite. And so this is my Evernote account. So if you go into Evernote, I'm going to open a new screen so you can actually see. If you just go to evernote.com, you can sign up or sign in. So if I sign in, it takes me to my Evernote account, and you'll see that I have a bunch of notebooks. So when I bookmark things, it's a bit like folders on your computer, except they're online and I can access it from any device, including my phone. So here, for example, when I bookmark things, I put them into a technology teaching folder. So these are all the notes, 381 of them. So for our class, when I find stuff, I bookmark them, save them by saving it into Evernote. And when it saves an article into Evernote, what it does is so in fact, somebody in our class was shared with me about plickers. So I read that article, I liked it, and I saved it. So here's another article I found 2 hours ago today. If I click on that, what you can see is Evernote not only saves the information about the article, but it actually saves the entire article. So I don't even have to go online to find it. But if I do want to go online to find it, I certainly can, because there is the URL. I copy the URL, and I can open a new window, paste it, and there's the actual article that I read and saved into Evernote. So what I want you to do is create an Evernote account and start finding resources. When you find an article that you like, then I'll show you how you actually save it into Evernote. So for example, I get this online learning update, and I'm reading about this, and I think, I want to read more about this article. So I'll go to the article. If I like the article and I think, wow, this looks like something I want to keep later, on my toolbar is the elephant. I'm in Chrome, and I've got the Evernote extension. So I'm going to clip to Evernote, and it says, okay, I'm going to save this for you. Do you want to save the full page or a simplified article? I can do the simplified article. And where do you want to put it? So I want to put it into technology teaching, and I'm going to tag it. And I'm going to tag this. I actually already know some of my tags. I'm going to call that online education because it looks like, so that's what it's about. And I'm going to save. So now what it's done is it's clipped to my Evernote account. And if I go to tags here and I look for online education, I've tagged 34 articles on online education. And so this is the article that I just tagged. It's in Evernote. Another curation tool that I use is Feedly. And Feedly is what I use to subscribe to blogs. So for example, I've subscribed to these blogs here, and I can see that the Tony Bates blog, he has posted 11 blogs that I haven't read yet, because it shows me that. And if I click on him, I can actually go and skim the blogs that he's written. I can just read the sort of the short description, and if I want to go and look at it, the detail, I click on it, and I can actually read the entire blog without having to go to find the blog online. And Feedly brings all of the blogs that I read into one place, rather than me having to go out and read them. So Evernote, Feedly. Another one is Zotero. Here's another one, Zotero. It's a bit more complicated. I use Flipboard on my iPad. Also, Pinterest is a way of curating. So coming back to the assignment, find some of these tools, read up about them, and pick 2 or 3 that you'd like to learn and experiment with. And come to class prepared to share what you learned, and as well as coming to class having created an Evernote account, created a notebook, and started saving a few resources. Okay, so that's what you need to do in preparation for class next week. Thanks.